Okay, well, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to, I guess, another Dex Play something. Today, I decided to go back out to Z, because the sea is a harsh mistress. No, really, I've played this game, God, like, almost 100 hours on Steam, and I saw recently that, hey, it came out for Xbox One. Let's sink a couple more hours into this, because why not? So Sunless Sea is based on an old, like a text game, kind of. It was like a browser game called Fallen London. It's steampunkish, gothic, horror. It's just messed up, and I loved it. It's a game I can play for hours and just not even notice it. So let's see how it goes on an actual console, because I've only ever played this game with a keyboard and a mouse. I've never played with a controller or a gamepad, so let's see how this goes. The sea has never been friendly to man. At most, it has been the accomplice of human restlessness. Explore, take risks. Your first captain will probably die. Yes, this game is not. This game is not friendly. It's, in my opinion, a roguelike. Before roguelikes became really popular, you will die. Like, just accept the fact that before you get the hang of it, you're just gonna die. Though, and even after you get the hang of it, sometimes the gods of chance are not on your side at all. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes. First, let's check out the controls. Okay, so forward weapon. Okay, this is awkward to have both weapons on one. I actually steer the ship with the joystick. Okay, and gear up and gear down with the D-pad. Huh. Okay. And pressing this button toggles the lights. Okay. This isn't gonna be weird at all. Okay. Horn, and I transform the ship. Change item selected. Okay. My charts with this, my menu. Okay. Seabat. Full power. Yeah, I really need to know those two. Gadgeteer. And text. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. I think I got it. Well, let's start. Yep, start a new game. Menacing red exclamation mark means your enemy's about to launch an attack. Yeah, at least they telegraph it really well, I can tell you that much. Get out of range? Not always possible. Especially with certain ships, which I really hope I don't run into, because I don't know if I can outrun them while I get used to the controls. Remember that full power button? Yeah, we're gonna be using that. Even if our engine goes kaboom. Where's the kaboom? Where's the earth-shattering kaboom? So the game's procedurally generated in a sense. All the islands are divided by like fragments, and each fragment has a set of islands in it, and they'll be different every single game. So if you're used to finding a certain island in a certain spot, it's not going to be there if your captain dies or if you start a new game. It'll be probably further north, further south, further east. You never know. There's a few islands that are always there. Mainly it's the coastline. We obviously gotta decide a past. Decide who you were and what you want to be. Let's see. So your past will give you bonuses, and I think also it defines what your starting crew will be. So like Vales is kind of sneaky, Pages is knowledge, intelligence, Iron is strength in attacking. Hearts, Hearts is basically how moral you are in a sense, and it's kind of odd. And Mirrors is sort of kind of like wisdom, like it helps you detect things, and there's a lot of mirror challenges that are pain. So let's see. I want to be a street urchin, poet, veteran, ordained. Definitely not a priest. Let's go with a philosopher. Your peculiar theories on time, blood, and starlight brought you down to the neath, the cavern where London lies, and now they take you out to Zee. This will give you a bonus to mirrors, the skill of detection, and perception. Let's go with that. So, your acquaintance, the plausible surgeon, will serve as ship's doctor until you find someone better. Talk to him to find out why he went to Zee. So your initial crew is not really meant to be the best. They're not meant to be there with you for a while. You're supposed to find better crew. That's 7 echo, that's the currency. Because I chose the philosopher, I get an extra boost in mirrors. Okay. So what will my ambition be? My father's bones. Immortality. Yeah, immortality is one that came in after the submarine expansion. So you literally have to go explore the Unter Zee in order to be able to get this. Oh, the private kingdom. This is a whole other thing. Okay, so let's go with fulfillment. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the sea, and write a masterpiece, then retire. Yeah, pretty simple. Okay. How will I be referred to? Huh. Can you call me Ishmael? No? Fine. Yeah, call me Captain. Captain, my Captain. Okay. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with his head? Yeah, this looks like my hair currently, so I'll probably end up with this. Also similar to what my hair looks like right now. Let's go with this, and let's go with Dex. Okay, so this game is odd because it's still in the same manner as the Browser game, Fallen London. So there's a lot of reading, a lot of text. I guess that's why I liked it. It's a lot of stories, a lot of stories. So many things going on in the background. I'll probably do a submariner tutorial. Advice for captains. This is the tutorial. You can actually sell this book and get a little extra echoes. I usually keep it around as emergency, like an emergency supply, so to speak. Because if you don't manage your funds really well here, it's gonna suck for you. Let's see. That's my hold. 10 fuel. Yeah. Yeah. I've only ever played in unforgiving mode. I've never actually given the more merciful mode a try. If I die, I die. Screw it. Okay, I know a little bit of something. Memoirs. My objective. Okay, someone's looking for passage. Okay. These are my officers. My mascot. Oh god, he's a comatose ferret. Yeah, that's what I got. And he gives me a little bonus, but nothing really off the charts. And all the different shops. This game also has the whole buy something for cheap elsewhere and sell it for a profit elsewhere. Uh, that's how you make a. Well, that's basically how you make your money here. Okay, and the shipyard. This is what we start out with. Crap, basically, but it'll get you going. Buying a new ship is always so damn expensive. But you always want to aim for big boy. Okay, let's go to the story. See where we start. Someone's looking for passage. Sure. The anxious university student to Hunter's Keep. Oh, he's gonna see the sisters, huh? Sure. I'll take him to Hunter's Keep. He has no money, so the other captains have no interest. But he's a passionate youth, and promises that his studies on Lorn Flukes will be rewarding enough. Sure. I've seen Lorn Flukes. He jumps for joy as you agree to take him aboard. Thank you, thank you! Please take me to Hunter's Keep right away. A Lorn Fluke, a full, dead Lorn Fluke, washed ashore. I'm doing my thesis on them. Do you know they can digest human memory? And I may never have a better chance to study one up close. You're a funeral, bro. I don't think the sisters like that. Let's go to London. She's the greatest city in the Undersea, in the Unter Zee. Yeah, there's a reason for it. Oh God, Blamigans. Maybe. Can't visit a university yet. Can't do this. Don't really need more. Whoa, what's my crew right now? No, can't afford it right now. He wants to go to Vanderbilt? Sure. I'll take you up there. It's oddly difficult to die in fallen London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves up in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones aboard in padded coffins. They'll sleep there until the journey is done. The tomb colonist is in your hold. Take them north to the colony in Vanderbilt and sell them there. Yeah, this world is kind of messed up. Vanderbilt, though, is one of the few places that is always to the north. Always. It's kind of one of your anchors, in my opinion. Okay. So whenever you dock anywhere, you get a dock report, a port report, and you can sell them. That's kind of how you make some money. Let's see. I can't do this just yet. Sure, let's get him. He can be a pet. A Blemmigan sits atop a splintered crate, clicking and whistling at captains as they come near. You extend your hand, and the Blemmigan leaps on. Its tendrils entwine with your fingers, and it chitters quietly. It meets your gaze and bobs its dome in greeting. It's very small. Is it old enough for naval service? You're pretty sure its mustache has been drawn on in pen in an attempt to look older. As you approach your ship's gangplank, the creature flutes and vibrates with apparent happiness. The bosun winces as you bring it aboard. So we got a new pet. Nothing left to do in London. Yeah. Let's go to your lodgings. It's always good to go to your lodgings so you can read the morning paper. That'll give you a couple things. It could give you some recent news, which you can use. This is one of the many items that you can actually barter with and give to other people. So let's check there. I can't really do anything else. So news from home. The Echo Bazaar, that enigmatic marketplace, has increased its tax on love stories. There goes Twilight. The traitor empress has forbidden singing in the street outside her palace. Sucks for her. The anarchists of the Calendar Council have inexplicably dynamited a drinking fountain. What the hell? The Ministry of Public Decency has located and destroyed a nest of gallbladder wasps. Are those the ones that make the honey? Ah, damn it. Okay. I think that's it. I really need more fuel and more supplies. So this guy will give me 3 mirrors and 2 pages, while this one just gives me 1 heart. Yeah, we're gonna switch that out. Okay, I don't really have money for anything else, and I just bought a fucking Foxfire candle. Shit. God, this sucks. I just lost some money there. Great. Round, huh? Okay, I'll sell it back, buy 1 supply, buy another fuel. Okay. Let's get out of here. So, while you're in the light, don't keep your lantern on. It takes fuel. A lot of fuel. Okay, so once you're in the darkness though, if you don't have light on, you will start to go mad, and that's that little skull thing up there. Sisters. Sisters are always close by. Ah, there they are. Hunter's Key. Yep. So let's dock here for now. Get a port report. I can risk a little insanity here. Okay. A quiet isle, a grand old house. A hump of dark rocks, swathed in mist, like 100 other Unter Zee islands. But here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths as well. And on the dock, as the sea nudges the ship's sides, an unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Okay, so first, see, this is where your stats come in. You can do certain things, and the chance that you have to clear it is based on your stat. I have better veils, so I have a better chance of completing this one. If you don't complete it, it's gone. So yeah, make sure. Sometimes you just. So let's try spying on the house. This place may not be as simple as it seems. Three sisters. You peer through a half-open French window into a grand parlor. Damn. Grand in size, if a little reduced in style by dust and neglect. A dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another, fair-haired but unmistakably her sister, sprawls on the sofa with a book. A third sits by the fireplace, staring sorrowfully. Uh, sorry, English not the first language here. Into the embers. A log pops, and the woman by the fire gives a violent start. You cannot restrain a start of your own, and her eyes meet yours through the glass. She claps her hand to her mouth in shock. There's nothing to do but step apologetically into the room. A visitor, the pianist, the youngest, cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest, who you frighten, sighs. Excuse us, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe, and the cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? I failed. Yeah. Not as sneaky as I hope. Okay, so now, if I had done it correctly, I would have been able to meet them without the need for recent news. For now, let's reconnoiter the island. That way I get a port report. Gives me money later. And let's let the lorn fluke, anxious university student do his thing. It lies on the shore, just beyond the hill. You can just make out the fluke spikes over the grass. The anxious student rushes by you, whooping, but he stops on the hilltop. On the shore, standing before the mass of dead needles, is a drowny in a Nuncian postal uniform? Huh. He glowers up at you. This is not where the fluke belongs. The drowny cries in a plummy voice. It is to be taken elsewhere. It already has a delivery label. That means I have to deliver it. The student sneers. Sod your label. Captain, help me haul the beast to Station 3. My advisor at the college has arranged room there for its dissection and study. My work will benefit us all. So here comes another choice. Ooh, God, the Lukes. Ooh, the flukes. No. So you either take it to Station 3, which, if we find it, that's the problem. It's a really messed up place. Or you transport it to Nuncio. Uh, no, sorry. Taking this thing to Station 3. The lorn fluke is tied by very reluctant zailors to drag behind your stern. On your deck, the anxious student twitches with delight. I can't believe that what we have. His hand tightens on the rail. The drowning postman stares up at you both. It's natural for corpses to grimace, but when the corpse is still alive and is actively upset at you, it's additionally distressing. Okay, so let's go back to Hunter's Keep. News. You ask the sulphur-eyed maid. So yeah, there's demons here, by the way. They have to get a job somewhere, right? To carry a few hints of your news to the sisters. Oddly enough, she comes back with a message to their headaches that their headaches are cured and you're invited for lunch. Okay, so you have to really choose which sister. It kind of matters. But the story ends up being messed up anyways. Let's take the melancholy one first. Cynthia. Cynthia is the eldest, melancholy, pensive, and occasionally dramatic. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder, an axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. So, yeah, they give you terrors, and they also give you terror. Great. She gave me one supply, and I'm in better acquaintance, and I lost my hunger. That's also good. Okay, that's enough here, so let's GTFO. Okay. So, low barnet, it's good to discover it, but can't really do much unless I have the submarine, so it's just good to have it. In this case, just hug the coastline. Start lights. Yes. Oh crap! Oh crap! Nope! 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 Shit! They're gonna attack me. Thankfully, they missed the first shot. They didn't miss their second one though. Okay, let's go take whatever we can. Loot and scuttle. What we got? Ooh, 2 supplies. I'll take it. Hardtack and water, and an unexpected box of nails. A would-be wit remarks that the nails look tastier than the hardtack until an officer glare silences her. Okay, all clear. So that's combat. Really wasn't expecting to get into combat this soon, but you know, whatever. Let's hide that for now. Gotta keep an eye out for certain creatures. And here's Vanderbite. Okay. Come on, you can make it. Here we go. The trouble with tomb colonists. You've brought this decaying immigrant north. Now what? An absent friend. It is everything I imagine, he tells you breathlessly. But there's someone missing. Please bring her to me. A vague commission. She went off to the Mangrove College. She needed to get out of London. But Vanderbite is just as safe as the college. And I'll wager she's bored of mud by now. So we gotta find a shady sort from the Mangrove College all the way back here. Cool. Let's go visit first. I need to get a port report. Along the coasts of the Unter Zee, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to home or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Can't get this, not that. I don't want to visit the first curator yet. Well, why not? Sea captains. The first curator gives audience. Curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolved in the end. Its time is close. No more light. The obsequious steward cautions you. The curator's terribly afraid of moths. I wonder why. He opens the door and you step into the near darkness. A pair of luminous lamp lighter bees buzz in a lattice ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandaged shape, no larger than a child, lies crumpled up on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Listen to a whispered request. Sure, let's see what it wants. Zee Captain, Silk Skin. That's what the tomb colonists call anybody that's not frickin' dead. Not much left of me. I will go to the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors. 7 colors. Pay well. Cosmogon, Irigo, Pelican, Steward. Oh, the steward has a list. Find them. Here and there across the wide Black Sea. So we got a mission now. What is the Grand Sanatorium? One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Vanderbilt. Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below, not unless we go to sea. So we needed something else. Somewhere to end. Good to know. I'll take the commission, screw it. Thank you, this poor flesh thirsts for colors. It collapses, rustling back onto the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obsequious steward nods. The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim illustrated volume. The curator's old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do this one last favor. So now we gotta find colors. All the colors. Every color. Okay, so let's explore Vanderbilt. Whenever you explore a port, if you have the option, it's 50-50 what's gonna happen. Could be good, could be bad. So, roll the dice. Here they favor candle lit over gaslit. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture, until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. So, we got options. Captain, I'm a good seaman. Hehe, seaman. Had to do it, come on. It's the obvious joke here. I'm yours if you'll have me. Will you have me? I'm hungry, I'll work hard. He seems likely enough, if a little ragged and sorrowful. This guy's a pain. You really don't have many options here. If you had money, then yes, but it's a lot of money. 250 echoes in this game is a lot, especially when you're starting out. Honestly, just take them with you. You won't be sorry. I'll work double watches. Ask anyone, they'll tell you I have a good name. Yes, eventually you get him to stop talking. His enthusiasm is promising, if a little pitiable. There may be further effects from this decision. Yes, there will be. This is the sailor who came begging you for a berth. He's done good work, this one, but he's keeping a little shrine to the salt. That's one of the gods, the nameless god of the horizon, at the back of the hull. Permit it? Out here, a captain needs all the help he can get, even from a sad, strange gods of farewells. Forbid it. You'll have none of this nonsense aboard your ship. If the salt even exists, its attention is dangerous. I'll take it. I have Salt's attention now. Great. You let him keep his salt circle and his chalked arrows. That night, as you stand on the foredeck, a soft breeze comes from the east. The salt's direction. Tousles your hair, passes. Great. Just what I want. What's this one? Oh, the shady sword. Yeah, I don't have the shady sword. Okay. That's everything I can do here. Okay, so low Barnet, the Sisters Keep, Hunter's Keep, Vanderbilt. Let's check up here first. Then we'll go this way and head back down. That way we can kinda get a good idea of what's close enough to us before we venture out. Not really much fuel. that I can spare, so kinda have to go about this carefully. Turn off the light. Full speed ahead, if you can even call it that. Oh crap, bats. I hate bats. I really do. Didn't really want to be damaged this quickly. Good thing about bats, though, you can get them as food. No comments as to current issues. Uh, I don't have enough terror, and I could use the supplies. Yeah. Let's hug the coast for a while. My hull isn't that bad right now. I've only really taken 10 damage. I'm just afraid of what I could find. Oh, something's waiting for me at port. When you have that signal, that's when you know that whenever you reach a port, something's gonna happen. You'll have options. If you don't have that and you reach port, you'll probably maybe be able to get a port report, and that's about it. Unless there's a predetermined option that you can take. Where are we now? Oh, Wither. Okay. Oh shit. That thing? That thing's one of the things you really don't want to meet out at sea until you're prepared. Behind the great arch, over the bay, the pale wastes stretch white and silent as the face of the moon. From here, you might also imagine they were snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely color. So, let's gather intelligence. Have the port report. And let's explore the town. What could happen, right? Wither is a quiet, chilly town of grey stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. Great, another challenge. An intriguing smell. Who'll try? Who'll buy? A street vendor turns skewers on a grill. The mixed scents are nothing like anything sold in London. So we could try the grilled troglodyte prawns, huge and pale, and their eyes stare bleakly into yours, but they smell fresh. We can try the shredded jellyfish. Or try something mysterious. I have a 15% chance of completing this, so probably not. I have a 31% chance of completing this one. Or I can just go with the safe bet. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? I failed it! Of course I did. I did lose my hunger, but I gained the terror. It's not to everyone's taste. You'll regret it later. The jellyfish's venom numbs your tongue and roils your stomach. Not hardy enough to eat it, I guess. Nothing else left? Nope. Yeah, shore leave here is expensive as hell. Only really as an emergency, in my opinion. Crap, that thing's still there. I can lunge and try to... Oh, no light, no light! Shit. Look away, look away, look away, look away. You don't see me, I'm invisible, I'm John Cena. I am John Cena. There you go, get away. Get away. Oh, Codex is really close this time. Usually you have to sail a little bit to find it. That's good for me. Okay, let's see what we got in Codex today. Oh, I don't have anything waiting for me on shore, so I may have to wait a little bit then. That's one of the problems if something's real close to shore. ignore it for now, unless I find something else. What's up here today? There we go. Something's waiting for me. Okay, funny story. Let's stop here. Do not go that way. Ever. It doesn't lead anywhere good. That's all I can tell you. Um, it's parts of a mission, I think. I don't remember doing it because I could never survive that long, but yeah. Wouldn't recommend it. Not this early in the game. Okay, let's go to Codex, see what we got. Also, if you're ever curious if there's anything close by, you have a bat with you. It can find things. The Isle of Codex. Codex, a desperate cave full of mute exiles and an inexplicable colony of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. So, this is another option. I don't have a searing enigma, but I can get a port report. The exiles see many come, fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar. The meaning's unclear. Even when you can understand, these are answers without questions, as useless as a key without a lock. Yeah, that's everything I can get from this place, so let's go. So, once we get a little farther away, I'll show you. I hate keeping the light on, but... So, if you... try to stop before you throw him out there. Frost found. Okay. There we go. So, that means that if I go to the chart, there, that's where Frost found this. A bat will give you a good idea as to where you can go. It's not always useful though, but when you're starting out, you definitely need it. Oh, here's Frost found. God, this place looks always so creepy. It's... we'll get there. Here we go. Also, there's a reason why you keep your light on in Discover. If you look down there, above the logbook, that's my my pages. I can use that later for the crew. Okay, Frost found. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice, raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life. But pitiable encampment squats by the docks. So yeah, see? If I had money, I could get this guy. But I got no money, so I have to come back for him. At least I know that this is where the tireless mechanic is. I've done his quest all the way through. First, let's get a port report. Then... God, I can go in there. I don't know if I want to right now, though. I'll wait until I get more crew. Yeah. I'll take tea with the squatters at the dock. Some of them wear robes of Eremi riddle fishers. Some look like withern folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem a little more practical than either of those people. A surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping the steps for the game of truths, a helpful riddle fisher explains, as she fills her cup for the third time. Every year, the people of Iram and Wither meet here for, she pauses, contest. She finished vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day, someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Eremi liquors, pale withered beer, and something the riddle fisher describes blatantly as snake cake. Yum. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare. The riddle fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here, and we always feel bad for them. Gee, thanks. But I lost terror, so it was a quite enjoyable little evening. That's about it. I could enter Frostbound, but I don't really want to right now. I don't have a reason for it. I think he gives me a reason, and there's somebody else that gives me a reason, but not right now. I'm good. Some places do have shops if you're in an emergency. Not this one, though. If you're ever curious as to what you have left, your acquaintances, memoirs, your objectives. If you have missions, this will kind of give you an idea. And a couple miscellaneous things. If you go to your hold, these are the curiosities. They don't actually take up space in your hold, so it's not bad. Okay, so I could go up here, but I don't want to. So I'm gonna head straight down until I get close enough to fall in London, and then just go back. My terror is pretty low right now, and I got decent supplies, so I mean, selling my port reports might actually end up making me a bit of a profit. What we got here? Which island do we have now? Okay, nothing. No, there's definitely something around here. Send out the bat. Guess there's nothing. Something's waiting for me. Really, bats? Nothing? Oh, wait. Supply ship. Really? All the way over here. Yeah, they're good in an emergency. They'll charge you an arm and a leg, though. Okay, let's keep going. God, this game can get so quiet so quick. Ooh, Bonnie Reefs. All the way over there? Yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, hell no. Turn off the lights. And just John Cena, bro. John Cena. Okay, so let's... Oh. Tamiel Island. Which one was this one? There's one island I really don't want to find right now. It's like, oh, okay. This is the funging station. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I don't want to find a certain island right now at all, because it has a lot of things you need to do, and I don't have the crew or anything else. Oh, but I found the Iron and Mystery Company. Sounds like a pleasant place to work at, right? Okay, what we got here? What we got? Okay, the INM has a funger operation here, felling giant bolagus shrooms for building materials, harvesting Kirili for its medicinal properties. It's a desperate little outpost of something like civilization. Up puffs the affable factor. Oh, hello, Captain. Thank God for visitors. We'd go quite mad out here otherwise. Quite mad. How can we be of assistance? Okay, so first I'll compile a port report. I don't really need supplies right now, so I'm not gonna take that. I can take tea with a factor, or I can explore the island. I'm good supply-wise. Let's just talk with the factor. The poor fellow needs company, and he can spare an hour away from his schedule. You sit on the veranda of the factor's house, looking out over a fungal jungle. An expanse of green and sour gold. The air is thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale, even the tea has a hint of mildew. But the factor is good company. He shares odd stories about the ice and roses of Irem, the monstrosities of the Sea of Lilies, and a little restaurant in Vanderbilt where he enjoyed the most extraordinary seafood. Vanderbilt! I know! I never met a tomb colonist who could cook, but you must visit the place. Do you know it? He also has a load of Bolagus Frun carted aboard your ship. He waves away your thanks. I have eaten so much of the stuff I fear that I might be transformed entirely into a fungus. He leans confidently towards you. It happens, you know. But one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. Nice guy. So I lost 2 terrors. I have 9 fragments. I gained a supply. And I now know of a very fine restaurant in Vanderbilt. So next time I go there, I can actually check it out. Does this place have any shops? Yes, they do. Don't have money though, so... But it's always good to know. Okay, so if we look at the map, now I'll head straight back to London. And hope I don't find anybody in the way. That's the thing about this game. You have to keep a really good tab on your supplies, your fuel, everything. Because if you're caught out at sea without fuel, you'll start burning your supplies. And if you don't have supplies, yeah, cannibalism is a thing, by the way. What the hell's down here? Okay, it's not an aggressive guy, so I'm gonna let it just keep going. You can turn your lights off once you get close enough to London. And something awaits me at home. Go. Let's see if we have any random things happen once we get here. Yep, we did. The Revenue Men. Her Enduring Majesty's Customs Service works closely with both the Ministry of Public Decency and the Masters of the Bazaar. Today they have selected you for an inspection. Don't cheek them. So if you were carrying any of these, romantic literature, unstamped crate of human souls, unstamped crate of brilliance, or a sunlit filled mirror catch box, yeah, they will either take it or just alter it. you can find ways to get yourself out of it. If you have enough fails, you can kind of like hide something. If you have certain items like favors with the admirals, you can be like, nah, brah, you can leave. I'm good. You can bribe them, of course, but basically this you declare everything you have, so they'll actually change. The romantic literature will be edited and censored, so yeah. And if you don't have anything, just yeah, go nuts, bro. You have nothing to hide. They roam your deck like wolves. They tear through it like termites. At last, they leave. Okay, so you return to London. Lights of London welcome you home. This storylet that only appears when you've been at sea for a little while. So now you know. So we can collect messages from the harbor master. And here comes one of my favorite, in a way, guys here. So, all the clatter and song of the dockside, it soothes your soul. Are there messages for you? So something changed in the ocean. Someone wants to come on board. I have another free day, so now I can explore London. And the Rose Market is actually open. Cool. So, here are the new options. As you progress, things will change. I can get somebody to come on board. And I can get a business proposal with somebody. For now, though, I'm going to go and finish this off right here. When we come back the next playthrough, we'll go over all the different options, and we'll meet a very charming young fellow here, with obviously no possible underhanded propositions for you. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this journey to the Zee. We'll continue this because I love this game. I've poured so many hours on Steam with this game, and I have a feeling I'm going to pour more here as well. But for now, we'll leave it right here. And next time, we'll explore a bit more of London and try to venture out a little farther. Thanks for joining me. As always, you can find this on our Geeks and Gripes Twitch stream, on the Twitch channel. I'll be uploading this to YouTube as well. These will be part of like the little options once we get Patreon going. But for now, enjoy your time here. The latest episode of the Geeks and Gripes podcast already came out, so make sure you check that out. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Give us a like. Follow us here on Twitch and on social media. For now, signing off, and may the sea be kind to you.